Hi everybody, so I'm back with another video, and I think I've been gone for just maybe a couple weeks or so, not that long. I think this week will make it about a month, and I had to just come on and talk to you guys about something that happened to me last week. I thought I had to share it with you because I'm sure a lot of people would have something to say. And so after I did my crochet braiding, I thought to myself, I want to do another protective styling. So then I thought, you can get kinky twists again, just try a different hair, or you could do box braids. And I thought, you know what, definitely I want to do box braids. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm not going to go all the way out to West Haven again to get some braids done, because when I got the kinky twist done, I wasn't too pleased about it. And I thought, yes, box braids. Simple. I don't want them too much like, like Janet Jackson, or too small like Zillions or Micros or whatever the case may be. I want them like a good size, maybe just a little bit smaller than the size of my pinky. And I thought I could definitely do individual braids for at least 2 months. So I found this lady that wasn't too far from where I lived, and I didn't even know that there was a braiding shop or a hair salon not too far away from me. And I called her, and I just wanted to know how much it costs to get box braids done. And then she says, we don't give prices over the phone. So she said, why don't you just come in, because we don't give prices over the phone, because I've been in the business for 20 years, and we just like for the person to come in so we can talk to you and discuss. And I do get a little annoyed when people say things like this, because I'm the kind of person where I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste my time. You can just tell me right now. But she was so nice, I thought, okay, it's a couple blocks away. I'll just walk and go fill her out, see how the shop is, whatever the case may be. She says, I have to step out. Why don't you come by around 7? So I said, great. I have to go outside to drop a package in the UPS box. I'll just take my time, walk over there. I got over there maybe like 7:10, and I see that the shutters are down and it's dark. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait a couple minutes. And then I'm sitting there, and I finally see somebody cross the street, open the shutters, go inside, and close it back down. So I thought, oh, maybe that's her. So I walk up to the shutter, and there's people in the shop in the dark with the shutters down. And I thought to myself, how would anybody know that this is open if the shutters are down and it's pitch black in there while someone's in there actually getting their hair done in the dark? I was like, that's just crazy, number one. And then I said something to one of the stylists in there. I said, I spoke to so-and-so, and she told me to come by. And she's like, oh, she should be in a couple minutes. Come on in and, sit down. So I'm sitting down. I don't remember, like, what time she came in or how long it took, but I know I was sitting there, and I was, like, fiddling on my phone, like, okay, guess I should have just left my house, like, maybe 45 minutes later or something. And she finally came in, and she's like, hi, how you doing? She's like, give me a second, let me just, go do this over here. And I'm like, sure, and I'm sitting there. So she comes back a couple minutes, and she's like, yeah, hi, nice to meet you. So, she's like, you're from New York, and Ray, tay. And then she finally says, what do you want to do with your hair? I said, well, I just want to know how much it costs to get box braids done. I was like, no special hair, just, regular synthetic or whatever hair it is that they use. Said I want them long, and I want them to be up to the girls or whatnot. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she walks away and she does something else. And then she's like, yeah, let me get some hair books for you to look at so you can tell me what you want. And I'm thinking in my head, did I not just say over the phone and just literally 2 seconds ago that I just want box braids? I just want box braids. Can you just tell me the price so I can just go back home or whatever the case may be? And she comes back and she gives me, not hair books or braids books, she gives me Essence magazines. I looked at them and I just rested them on the coffee table, and then she said something to me, and she's like, this happened so fast, I don't even know what happened. She pulled my kufi off. My kufi, my tammy, whatever you want to call it, and started unraveling my twist. Do you see my face? Why are you unraveling my twist? What does my hair have to do with the braids? But like, why are you massaging the scalp and all this stuff? I don't know where your hands have been or whatever the case may be. What happened? Oh. Good, you're gonna be in it. Get your feet out. Oh. Oh. Sorry. You're funny. So she starts unraveling my twist or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, why is she unraveling my hair? What the hell is going on? So then she says, okay, so how much do people normally charge you to get your braids? And I said, well, for the last couple of years, I've been paying $120. And I said, nothing has ever really been like, oh damn, this is a good ass job. I haven't really been pleased with it. So then she goes, yeah, it's $150. And I was like, you know how your eyes just, I was like, okay. She's like, it's $150 because, you know, it lasts for 3 months. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, I would never keep braids in for 3 months. The most I do is 2 months. And when I'm taking it out after the 2 months, my hair already kind of like matted and joined with the synthetic hair. So I was just still like, okay, $150. And she's like, you know, if people can't afford that, we usually tell them to get cornrows for like $60. And that would be better for them, or whatever the case may be. And I'm thinking to myself, I actually know how to do my own cornrows, so it's just extensions that I don't know how to do. And then she's like, yeah, because it lasts 3 months, and you know, if you want to get it done, you have to let me know a couple days ahead of time. And I'm like, okay, sure. And in the back of my head, I'm like, $150, come again? I'm just like, it's just regular box braids that I want, you know, something so simple. You just think to yourself, really? And then she has the audacity to say, not to say, to do and say something again. So the first time when she unraveled my twist, I twisted it back and I put my Tammy beanie, whatever you want to call it, back on. And she comes again after saying about the whole 3 months or whatever, takes my Tammy and beanie off again, rubbing all up in my head, untwisting again. Then she has the audacity to say, you have good hair. Excuse me? I have good hair? Like, I feel like my brain exploded, but there was like no reaction that you could actually see. My eyes just sort of went, and I looked up at her and I was like, That's all I could say. I was like, She was like, you have good hair, so it shouldn't be a problem braiding your hair. And I thought to myself, what the hell does that mean, that you have good hair? So basically, you're telling me if you thought my hair was bad, that you wouldn't be able to braid my hair. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? I mean, we all can be as honest as we want, but really, you have good hair. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you had rubbed your hands up in my head and thought my hair was bad, what are you going to say? No, I'm sorry, but I can't braid your hair. What could you possibly tell me? And it was just crazy. And she was just like, she gave me her card and she's like, let me know, blah, blah, blah. So I basically left a little agitated. I thought to myself, okay, so I just wasted a whole hour for you to basically play up in my head, tell me I have good hair and it should be no problem to braid my hair, which I think is somewhat of an insult or something to piss me off. And then you could have just said it from the beginning when you walked in the shop, because I told you what I wanted. So what else was there to say? You could have just told me. You know how many places I've went and be like, how much is this? And they would just tell me right away. They wouldn't beat around the bush like how she was beating around the bush. It was just crazy. And I just like, I was mad and I was kind of just like, I'm not calling her 150 story and she in the last for 3 months and, oh, you have good hair. Like, as you see, I'm repeating it because I can't believe somebody actually said this. And I was just looking at her like, really? Someone who's been doing here for 20 years, this is what you say? Okay, interesting. So on my way home, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I really need to learn by the end of the year. I need to watch all the YouTube videos as possible and learn how to do it myself, because this is the main reason why I can't deal with going to places like the hair salon and all this crap, because some people just say some stuff and you're just like, really? Okay. But anyway, so I decided, oh, you know, I can just like twist my hair with the Afro Kinky Bulk by Janet, because I saw it one time and I said, oh, I can use that. So I went in the store and I have a problem with picking hair. It takes me forever. And I'm just looking and looking, and then I look up and guess who walks through the door? The same lady that I saw, I think I went the Saturday to go look at the hair, to buy the hair, and I saw her the Monday before that. So I saw her like 6 days before that. And she walks in and she's like, hi, how you doing? I was like, hi, how you doing? What's going on? Whatever. And she taps me on the shoulder and she sees the hair on the counter and she's like, don't put that cheap hair in your hair. You could go to Brooklyn and get better hair. And then she taps me again and says, you know, I'm just joking with you. And I'm thinking to myself, no, you're not. You think you're slick by saying that, thinking I'm going to react in some kind of way, but I didn't. And I just turned and looked at her when she's about to walk away. And I said, Janet is actually a good hair brand. She was like, really? She's like, I never heard of her, never used it. This is somebody who told me earlier that they've been doing hair for 20 years, braids and weaves and wigs and all this stuff, and you never heard of the Janet collection. Who is BSing who? Really? This is some crap. So she walks away, and I'm just looking at the hair like, I can't believe I ran into this lady, and she just did that. And the whole time when she said, oh, don't put that cheap hair in your hair, you could go to Brooklyn and get better hair, I'm thinking to myself, same theory as I can go to Brooklyn and get my braids done. Maybe for a little bit cheaper and better looking. So, how about that? And so I see her lollygagging in the store, and I'm thinking to myself, I hope she ain't lollygagging thinking she gonna catch me at the register and all this stuff so she could try to talk me into letting her do my hair. I was just thinking, no, I stayed in the back of that store, y'all, and just waited for her to leave. Because I was like, I'm not dealing with you today. What you just did was unprofessional. You never want to get a client like that or even do that to someone. But don't put that cheap hair. All of that that's not going to make me want to. I don't know if she said it thinking that I'm going to be like, oh my God, what kind of hair should I use? And you know what? I want you to do it. So I'm going to call you by this time next week, and I'm going to let you know what day I'm going to come in. Not happening. You're not getting my business. She pissed me off twice within 1 week. Like, how often does that happen to someone? I swear I have to be jinxed with the things that people say and do to me. So I was just there like, she's not getting my business. My friend was like, it's a tactic. It's to make you want her to do it here. I said, no. I said, you was just negative and unprofessional about what you just did. So guess what? You're not getting my business. So not happening. I don't know what's wrong with people. It makes me wonder how dare you say you have good hair so it shouldn't be a problem to braid. Once again, so basically you're saying if you thought my hair was bad, you're going to say, no, I can't braid your hair. I'm just so booked up and we don't have a braider. I'm sure every excuse underneath the friggin' sun would come down, and I'm just not for it. So she pissed me off. I hope I never see her again, but most likely I will run into her again. And if I see her, I know how to be cordial. It's all good. Say hi, hello, how you doing, and just keep it moving. That's it, and it's sad. I hope that never happens to me again because I might explode. She caught me on a good day. She caught me on a day that was just so serene and quiet, and it was just so mellow. If I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, it would have been some stuff, y'all. It would have been some stuff going on, but I didn't. Now every time I want to get my hair done, I just keep thinking to myself, is somebody gonna be like, you have good hair, so it shouldn't be a problem? Like, how would you feel if somebody said that to you? You have good hair, and it's like you really just want to bust out and be like, what the hell do you mean by I have good hair, it should be okay? So basically, once again, you're telling me if you thought the texture or something of my hair was not to your liking, that you wouldn't do my hair. Really? That's what the world has come to. Interesting. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening to my rant. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below in the comment box. Thanks for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. Hello to the old subbies and hello to the new subbies. And don't worry, I have a couple of contests coming up. I'm just trying to get everything together. The past couple weeks been rough. I've been sick and whatnot and looking for a new apartment, and it is stressful. So, thanks. Don't forget, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I hope everybody has a great week. Happy Monday. Bye, guys.